Horoscope analysis, the Kendra and Kona aspects with conjunctions, Gemini rising. 1. Mercury in the first house, Gemini conjunct Venus, creates a Buddhi-Bhakti yoga in a Kendra, where Mercury is in its own sign and Venus rules the 5th and 12th houses. According to Rule 6, Mercury gives powerful results when in its own house, especially in a Kendra. Venus as a natural benefic and 5th lord in a Kendra, the first, further supports intellectual grace, charm, and artistic flair. This conjunction brings eloquence, aesthetic intelligence, and creative magnetism. However, Venus also rules the 12th, so there may be periodic emotional withdrawals or spiritual longings unless Jupiter supports from the 7th or 9th. 2. Jupiter in the 7th house, Sagittarius, conjunct Moon, forms a Gaja Kesari Yoga in a Kendra, with Jupiter in its Mulatra Kona and Moon as second lord. Rule 6 supports this strongly. Jupiter in own sign in a Kendra enhances marriage, partnerships, and dharmic conduct. Moon, as the Karaka for mind and emotions, is supported here and gains philosophical depth. This combo blesses the native with wisdom in relationships, eloquence in partnerships, and a tendency to form emotionally fulfilling alliances. Their combined aspect to the Lagna boosts intelligence, confidence, and ethical charisma. 3. Mars in the second house, Cancer, debilitated, conjunct Mercury, is a more challenging combination. The second house is a Mardaka and governs speech, wealth, and family. Mars rules the 6th and 11th houses, and Mercury rules the Lagna and 4th. Per Rule 6, natural malefics, even when in own sign, do not uplift houses they aspect. Here, Mars is debilitated, so its conjunction may impair Mercury's clarity in speech or financial prudence unless Nichabanga occurs or Jupiter aspects from the 6th or 10th. Rule 7 also implies that being in a non-upachaya maraka house, such conjunction may show early life friction in family and values. 4. Saturn in the 9th house, Aquarius conjunct Sun, both in a Kona, represents a mix of structural belief systems and father-related karmas. Saturn owns the 8th and 9th houses, becoming a functional benefic for Gemini rising. Sun, as the 3rd lord in a Kona, may feel restrained under Saturn's weight. Rule 6 clarifies that Saturn in own sign gives strength to the house it sits in, but won't uplift houses it aspects. Their aspect on the 3rd house may create ideological conflict with siblings or authority figures. However, if Mercury supports from Kendra, this can manifest as intellectual maturity and responsibility in dharmic paths. 5. Venus in the 5th house, Libra conjunct Sun, forms a conjunction of charisma and creativity in a Kona. Venus rules the 5th and 12th, and Sun rules the 3rd. Rule 6 ensures Venus in its own house gives strong results in education, romance, and speculative gains. However, conjunction with the Sun may combust Venus unless degrees are apart. This pairing gives persuasive speech, artistic talent, and creative intelligence, especially when Mercury or Jupiter supports from the 1st or 9th. If afflicted, it may cause ego entanglements in love or overly intellectualized emotions. 6. Mercury in the 4th house, Virgo, exalted, conjunct Moon, brings a strong emotional mental harmony in a Kendra. Mercury as Lagna and 4th lord in own exalted sign fits Rule 6 perfectly, fortifying intellect, home, education, and internal stability. Moon, as 2nd lord, joins to create a nurturing communicator with financial insight. This pair enhances learning ability, emotional expression, and even real estate benefits. Their aspect to the 10th house improves public reputation and career via communication-based roles. Number 7. Jupiter in the 10th house, Pisces, conjunct Saturn, in a Kendra joins the 7th, 10th, and 8th, 9th lords. Jupiter in own sign uplifts career and public dharma, per Rule 6. Saturn, though natural malefic as 8th and 9th lord, provides karmic discipline when well placed. Their conjunction shows structured expansion, maturity through career. While Saturn restricts, Jupiter uplifts. Their aspect on the 4th house may delay domestic peace, but offers growth in parental wisdom and real estate matters over time. Rule 7 supports this. Planets in Kendras improve their significations further, especially when in their own signs. 8. Mars in the 6th house, Scorpio own sign, conjunct Sun, forms a powerful Shatru Nashaka Yoga in an upachaya. Rule 6 affirms that Mars in own sign strengthens the house. Rule 7 says the 6th house gives better results over time. This combo destroys enemies, enhances resilience, and supports roles in competition or law. However, Sun, third lord, conjunct Mars can cause fiery expression, and the native must be cautious about domination and burnout. Their aspect on the 12th house may trigger overexertion or exhaustion unless Venus or Jupiter help ground the energies. Summary for Gemini rising with conjunctions in Kendras and Konas. Kendra, 1, 4, 7, 10, and Kona 5, 9. Conjunctions bring the strongest benefic impact when involving Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Moon, especially in own exalted signs. Rule 6. Planets in own signs enhance the house they occupy, especially if they're natural benefics. Natural malefics, Mars, Saturn, Sun, in own signs empower the bhava but do not uplift the houses they aspect. Upachaya placements, 3, 6, 10, 11, improve over time, especially when planets are in dignity or conjoined wisely. Combustion, Sun Venus or Sun Mercury, must be evaluated carefully, otherwise even Kona conjunctions can lose strength. Gemini rising natives thrive when Mercury is exalted or conjoined with benefics, particularly in Kendra Kona. The flexibility of dual signs allows intellectual synergy, but mental overstimulation or analytical detachment must be managed through grounding from Jupiter or emotional stabilizers like Moon or Venus. Conjunctions in Kendras and Konas, when thoughtfully supported, shape the native into a refined, adaptable, and karmically resilient force. Horoscope analysis, the Kendra and Kona aspects with conjunctions, Libra rising. 1. Venus in the first house, Libra, own sign, conjunct Mercury forms a strong Buddhi-Bhakti yoga in a Kendra. Venus is the Lagna and 8th lord, while Mercury rules the 9th and 12th houses. Rule 6 confirms Venus in own sign brings personal charm, relational harmony, and aesthetic presence. Mercury, though owning a Dushtana, rules the 9th Kona as well, and this conjunction elevates intellect with grace. Rule 7 affirms that benefics in Kendras enhance their natural strengths. This pair supports literary, artistic, or counseling careers and attracts favorable mentors or spiritual guidance. 2. Moon in the 10th house, Cancer own sign, conjunct Jupiter, creates a Gaja Kesari Yoga in a Kendra and Upachaya. Moon owns the 10th and Jupiter rules the 3rd and 6th for Libra rising. Moon in own sign strongly influences profession and public respect. Rule 6. While Jupiter here imparts growth through effort and intelligence. Despite ruling Dushtanas, Jupiter's placement with the moon in a Kendra refines the native's nurturing leadership and fosters success through education, writing, or advisory roles. Their combined aspect on the 4th brings wisdom and emotional intelligence into home life. 3. Sun in the 11th house, Leo, own sign. Conjunct Mercury forms a classic Buddha Aditya Yoga in an upachaya. Sun rules the 11th and Mercury the 9th and 12th. Rule 6 confirms the Sun's power in own sign, granting influence, leadership among peers, and long-term gains. Mercury here supports wisdom in financial growth and social connections. According to Rule 7, upachaya placements improve with time. This conjunction signifies a networker with charisma and intelligence, ideal for politics, business, or media. If Jupiter aspects from the 3rd or 7th, this yoga becomes even more expansive. 4. Mars in the 4th house, Capricorn, exalted, conjunct Saturn is a high-powered Kendra conjunction of Yoga Karaka Saturn, 4th and 5th lord, and Mars, 2nd and 7th lord. Mars is exalted here, and Saturn is in a friendly sign. Rule 6 affirms Mars's exaltation boosts real estate, emotional grounding, and inner strength. Saturn brings structure and patience. Their pairing may be tense initially, but Rule 7 states, Kendras enhance potential. This conjunction can yield real estate success, disciplined home life, or engineering excellence, though domestic relationships may require emotional maturity to prevent friction. 5. Venus in the 5th house, Aquarius, conjunct Jupiter, combines the Lagna Lord with the 3rd and 6th Lord in a Kona. Though Jupiter's houses are Dushtanas, its conjunction with Venus in a trinal house aligns with Rule 7, enhancing creativity, romantic elegance, and philosophical learning. This is excellent for teaching, design, and speculative success. Their aspect on the 11th improves financial gains through intellectual or creative efforts. If Saturn supports from the 4th or Mercury from the 1st, this yoga matures into dharmic expression through the arts. 6. Saturn in the 5th house, Aquarius, own sign, conjunct Sun, joins discipline and authority in a Kona. Saturn, as the fourth and fifth lord, is a yoga karaka. Sun rules the 11th. Rule 6 states Saturn in own sign gives stable bhava results. This in the fifth leads to strong academic and moral integrity. Sun may dominate initially, but in Saturn's sign, it learns patience and maturity. Their aspect on the 11th ensures gain through educational leadership, administrative excellence, or institution building, though personal expression may remain serious or reserved. 7. Mercury in the 9th house, Gemini own sign, conjunct Venus, produces a refined Dharma yoga in a Kona. Mercury rules the 9th and 12th. Venus rules the 1st and 8th. Rule 6 confirms Mercury's power in own sign supports travel, education, and father-related fortune. Venus adds grace and values to belief systems. Rule 7 supports the natural upliftment of both planets in Kona. This duo often leads to philosophical depth, success in publishing, arts education, or spiritual discourse. Their aspect on the 3rd adds flair in speech and writing. 8. Jupiter in the 6th house Pisces own sign, conjunct Moon, brings intuition and healing into a Dashtana upachaya. Jupiter rules the 3rd and 6th, Moon rules the 10th. Rule 6 confirms Jupiter's dignity supports service roles, and Rule 7 affirms gradual improvement of 6th house matters. Their combination gives success in problem solving, emotional intelligence in conflict, and even medical or therapeutic vocations. The Moon softens the karmic load of the 6th, and their aspect on the 12th may support foreign service or compassionate sacrifice. However, emotional regulation and daily discipline will be key. Summary for Libra rising with conjunctions in Kendras and Konas. Venus, the Lagna Lord, gives best results when in own sign or with Mercury-Jupiter in Kendra Kona. Combustion must be avoided for maximum benefit. Rule 6. Strong placements, own sign or exalted, of Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury grant stability and elegance, especially in the 1st, 4th, 5th, and 10th houses. Rule 7. Upachaya conjunctions, e.g. Sun-Mercury in 11th, Jupiter-Moon in 6th, mature with age and tend to yield high achievement, especially in service, networking, and social mobility. Kendra conjunctions offer immediate foundation. Kona conjunctions elevate purpose, intelligence, and Dharma-based creativity. Malefics, Saturn, Mars, in own exalted signs contribute powerfully, but must be paired with benefics to refine expression and avoid suppression or aggression. Libra rising thrives when its natural grace, Venus, is combined with Mercury's intellect, Jupiter's vision, and Moon's empathy in Kendras and Konas. Balance between charm and strategy is key. When these conjunctions occur with dignity and minimal affliction, the native exudes refined leadership, philosophical strength, and aesthetic brilliance. Horoscope analysis. The Kendra and Kona aspects with conjunctions, Aquarius rising. 1. Saturn in the 1st house, Aquarius own sign, conjunct Mercury, forms a strategic and steady intellect in a Kendra. Saturn rules the 1st and 12th, Mercury rules the 5th and 8th. Per Rule 6, Saturn in own sign strongly supports identity, maturity, and disciplined expression. Mercury adds intellect and curiosity. Rule 7 affirms that benefics and Kendras elevate the self. This conjunction can yield a scientific, technical, or philosophical thinker with psychological insight. However, Mercury's 8th lordship may bring anxiety or secretive tendencies unless Jupiter aspects from a Kona. 2. Moon in the 6th house, Cancer own sign, conjunct Venus brings service-oriented emotional intelligence in a Dashtana and Upachaya. Moon rules the 6th. Venus rules the 4th and 9th. Rule 6 affirms Moon's strength in own sign brings comfort in healing, care work, and competition. Venus adds charm, grace, and higher learning. Rule 7 explains that upachaya placements improve over time. This conjunction suggests a compassionate service provider, perhaps in medicine, arts, or education. Their aspect on the 12th supports foreign service or hospital-related work, but requires boundaries in emotional giving. 3. Sun in the 7th house, Leo own sign, conjunct Jupiter, creates a powerful dharmic partnership orientation in a Kendra. Sun rules the 7th. Jupiter rules the 2nd and 11th. Rule 6 affirms Sun's strength in own sign bestows charisma, influential partnerships, and public dignity. Jupiter enhances the outcome with wealth, wisdom, and social breadth. Rule 7 supports that such a combination blesses marriage, business alliances, and public success, especially in law, leadership, or teaching. Their aspect on Lagna gives moral gravity and ethical presence. 4. Mars in the third house, Aries' own sign, conjunct Saturn binds courage with endurance in an upachaya. Mars rules the 3rd and 10th. Saturn rules the 1st and 12th. Rule 6 gives Mars dynamic self-effort and speech. Saturn's presence adds patience and structure. Rule 7 supports upachaya strength developing with age. This conjunction fosters technical brilliance, assertive writing, and relentless pursuit of goals. Their aspect on the 9th may challenge belief systems early on, but with Jupiter's support elsewhere, this pair can yield philosophical warriors or reformers. 5. Venus in the 9th house, Libra own sign, conjunct Mercury, merges devotion and intellect in a Kona. Venus rules 4th and 9th, Mercury rules 5th and 8th. Rule 6 makes Venus especially strong for dharma, elegance, and teachings. Mercury adds strategic expression and creative intelligence. Rule 7 supports this being a deeply cultured, idealistic, and articulate pairing. Their aspect on the 3rd enhances communication skills, teaching ability, and courage to speak for values. Excellent for writing, education, or spiritual mentorship. 6. Jupiter in the 11th house, Sagittarius, own sign, conjunct Mars, brings assertive and principled expansion in an upachaya. Jupiter rules 2nd and 11th. Mars rules 3rd and 10th. Rule 6 confirms Jupiter's placement brings massive gain potential, wise networking, and financial ethics. Mars adds drive, ambition, and self-will. Rule 7 affirms this combo will yield long-term wealth and leadership, especially in higher education, justice, or innovation-based entrepreneurship. Their aspect on the 5th suggests children or intellectual output will be bold and energetic, possibly with moral undertones. 7. Saturn in the 12th house, Capricorn own sign, conjunct Sun, creates spiritual detachment and karmic leadership in a dusthana. Saturn owns 1st and 12th, Sun rules 7th. Rule 6 affirms Saturn's strength in Capricorn provides mastery over isolation, foreign matters, or ashram life. Sun adds ego purification and authority in hidden domains. Rule 7 allows this combo to mature slowly, creating spiritual resilience, detachment, and institutional influence. Their aspect on the 6th supports overcoming enemies, health issues, and debts through austerity and long-term planning. 8. Moon in the 10th house, Scorpio, conjunct Mercury, highlights emotional depth and sharp intellect in profession in a Kendra and upachaya. Moon rules 6th. Mercury rules 5th and 8th. Moon in debilitation needs support, but Mercury uplifts mental function. Rule 7 affirms that the 10th house yields career excellence with time. This combo suits professions requiring psychological depth, communication, or service, like psychiatry, writing, or education. Their aspect on the 4th may bring restless home energies or intellectual tension unless Venus stabilizes from the 9th. Summary for Aquarius rising with conjunctions in Kendras and Konas. Saturn, as Lagna Lord, plays a key role. When an own sign, Aquarius Capricorn, especially conjoined with benefics like Mercury or Venus, it leads to principled endurance and thoughtful action. Rule 6. Own sign placements of Saturn, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Sun in Kendra's Konas or upachayas empower the individual with long-term vision and impactful karma. Rule 7. Upachaya conjunctions like Jupiter-Mars in 11th or Saturn-Mars in 3rd offer powerful social and career breakthroughs over time. Kendra conjunctions stabilize identity, relationships, and career platforms. Kona conjunctions shape intellect, values, and dharmic clarity. Malefics, especially Saturn and Mars, when dignified, help overcome harsh karma and support strong willpower, though their aspecting houses still require remedial handling or inner work. Aquarius risings excel when Saturn's structural wisdom is infused with Mercury's precision, Venus's grace, and Jupiter's ideals. The blend of karma, 10th, 6th, 12th, and dharma, 5th, 9th, across Kendras and Konas for this rising gives birth to reformers, educators, strategists, and thinkers who lead with vision, responsibility, and often spiritual detachment.